Doug is not here yet. You might want to
so
take
let's
up
do
calendars.
All right, who would like to start? I can. Wednesday, I have the North Shore Business Association meeting, SLR. I think it's the meeting that we have. Thursday, I have CLOGBA, Clear Lake Oaks Glen Haven Business Association. I didn't get to ask Sarah Ryan, but I think the Thule boat races are this Friday and Saturday, so that's what I'll be probably doing those 2 days and back Tuesday for BOS. I don't think we need to, I don't know if we need to do a CAO meeting. We can. I know we're just doing the workshop for Tuesday, but in case there's something that comes up, I'll hold it there.
Yes, and also I would recommend if you have any questions about the HAPE, take the time that you have on Monday to talk to Lisa if you'd like to beforehand.
Okay, excellent. And then I just wanted to read one thing that I received. Oh, it's not here.
You still have it, I think.
What's that? Oh, it was, but I know, here it is. I got it. All right, so I wanted to give a shout out because I got this thank you card and it was addressed to me, but I didn't do most of it. I didn't really do a lot of it except for talk about it. So it was dated July 20th, 2025. Dear EJ, thank you very much for the huge cleanup in the hills off Robinson Road in Lucerne. I appreciate you, Karen Kennedy. And I want to give that acknowledgement to the Community Development Department who received the Cal Recycle grant and did the work up in Lucerne, and wanted to make sure that you all know that you're getting thank you cards, and wanted to give that respect to them for the work that they've done in the district. So. All right, that's all I have. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'll go a little bit. I'm going to back up a little bit. I know last week I didn't want to speak specifically about NACO. I wanted to wait till Supervisor Pyska was here, so I didn't steal any of her thunder. But the majority of the conversations that were had in NACO were regarding HR 1, what kind of changes that will potentially impact us. I do want to speak about Medicaid, and we have a basic concept of these things. We're seeing direct impacts to our CalFresh as it goes through the state of California, becomes CalFresh. That will be immediate. Then we'll see further cuts as we're moving forward in 2027 and 2028 when it comes to who will be covered and who can apply for Medicaid. The job requirements, those are also immediate, and also based on the state of California and their changes, undocumented immigrants will no longer be able to be covered as well. So that will have impacts to our hospitals, to our healthcare, to our health systems in a variety of ways, because those people are still in our community as a whole that were typically covered in the past. One of the biggest concerns that I came away with was some of the changes that have been occurring in NEPA. There is current NEPA reform that is happening. I'm sure that we've all been asking for some type of reform, whether it be CEQA reform or NEPA reform. It all takes up a lot of bandwidth. For example, data centers have a 10-year exception on NEPA where they don't have to follow local jurisdictional laws on where they will be placed. That is quite a large impact to a community, especially our electrical grid and the environment potentially as well. I've heard from others that there's quite the noise that comes from it, as well as just other issues. So that's one of the concerns. And the other is that there's a lot of almost pay as you play. If you pay 125% of your environmental cost, you can bypass the local jurisdiction, public comment portion, or things like that. So I think we should be paying attention to some of those things, because often we do get state funds, but those state funds go through the federal process. And so I just have some general concerns as to how we're going to be impacted by some of these things. Overall, we're going to have to pay attention to what goes on when it comes to continuing activities with Medicaid. I don't think we're done seeing what they want to do. There's still lots of guidelines that need to be done. I did by chance, I say by chance because I didn't put in for a request, but I was appointed by the new president, J.D. Clark, who is from Texas, as the chair of the Health Committee. And so happy to take on any topics that anyone related to health, hospitals, and so on wish me to take to the federal platform, because NACO is a loud voice, and mostly we vote unanimously in our health steering policy because we all kind of feel the same way. So I'll stop there, and my calendar is pretty wide open this week. Other than SLR, I do have some constituents to meet, CSAC meeting as well, and going to our Lake County Fire Protection District meeting. But other than that, I have some fairly wide open until the month starts over. And so I'll be back here on Tuesday ready to go with our 429-page stack of paperwork to go through.
Okay. Let me see. Thursday I think there's the MAHA project will be coming before the Planning Commissioner at 10 a.m. And I believe there's a zero admissions vehicle infrastructure plan at the Clear Lake City Hall coming up on Thursday as well at 5:30. A grand jury selections at 9 a.m. I also have a Friday night rodeo at 6:30 at my place, and that's for the Middletown Rodeo. I'm going to be meeting with the school board, or the superintendent of the Middletown High School or schools on Monday. I'm trying to get a meeting with Caltrans for this week, and I'll be going over the agenda. This last week, I was in Sacramento with Vice Chair Rasmussen at the CSAC training, our final training, and then I was in Texas most of the week and got home last night for a wedding.
Sure, just one more thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
I forgot to mention that at NACO, I did join us into the Rural Energy Committee. Just because of the conversations we've had, I thought at least getting my name on there so that we can start receiving information, and happy to pass that on to anybody who wants to be involved and follow that up. But I just wanted to make sure that Lake County was there.
Supervisor Pyska?
Yeah, it was a really busy week in NACO. I had a panel with the Public Lands, had a work day, all day work day. So I was on a panel talking about wildfire and community preparedness and mitigation with another commissioner from Oregon and some folks from New Mexico. And so that was a really great discussion. We, hit on a lot of things that we normally hit on, the need for continued federal investment in mitigation. I think that's across the board, something that everyone recognizes needs to continue. And then later that afternoon, the Intergovernmental Disaster Reform Task Force, which is the NACO Task Force for Reforming FEMA, met. And we talked about a lot of the same things. Again, we actually had the previous head of FEMA talk about his recommendations, which are pretty wild. But we do have legislation going before Congress starting in August. And so there's potentially 2 more fly-ins, one in September and one in October. I'm just not sure what the dates are, if I'll be able to do it. But I at least hope to get to the final one in October. With our recommendations that really include, a lot of things that we've been talking about. I feel like I'm just repeating myself over and over, but it's been really important work. There's I think it's about 23 other electeds from around the country, from all different backgrounds and all different types of community, so different political backgrounds. So it was really good that everyone has a strong. We all strongly believe in basically the same things. We need FEMA to stay in place first and foremost, and we need it to continue to invest in disasters and respond to disasters. And there is a lot of suggestions that we've been making to make the organization better. So it's been a really good year of work. Now now that we've got the legislation coming together, it's a lot more advocacy. The next step and it's on the 12th. We are having a meeting. It's on Tuesday, so I may have to step out for that meeting because we're going to meet with, it's a similar group, but it's all mayors from around the country. And so that way we'll be able to really consolidate our support more effectively as we go into the next session for this legislation. So that was that. And then I also chaired a workshop on restoring the grid during a disaster, and also the work that needs to happen ahead of disasters during blue skies time. And so that was with 2 commissioners and also utilities on how you pre-plan that work and work with the community and communication. So that was really interesting. That was a 2.5-hour workshop with a tabletop exercise. And then came home. And in my Energy, Environment, and Land Use Policy Committee, we did adopt quite a few resolutions that did make it through. But one of them is that currently FEMA does not allow fire suppression infrastructure to be upgraded under their grant programs. And so, we think that that's a pretty easy fix. So we're able to move that one along too, and hopefully we'll get traction with that as well, because that just seems maybe like it was an oversight at one point. This week, tomorrow, I've got my NCO board meeting Thursday, starting at 8 a.m. There is the CMAT, the Community Mitigation Assistance Team, that we did that big project here. I want to say it was in 2021. First one done in California with the help of the U.S. Forest Service. So they're celebrating 10 years of that program. So that is a celebratory 8 a.m. meeting. And the RRA Best Fits Grant meeting, and then I'm attending the Inside Washington NACO call, and then the Resilient Hub Work Group. I'm a strong maybe on that one. And then I might try and make Thule boat stuff on Friday, because I have some time. And yep, Monday meeting with CAO Parker, and then back on Tuesday for our special meeting.
All right. Go ahead, Vice Chair.
Thank you. Yeah, last week I was with Supervisor Owen. We finished the final session of new supervisor training put on by CSAC. They did a nice job, even took us to their facility, and so we'd have a chance to see it before they start remodel, which is starting anytime now. So that was good. We had Scotts Valley Community Advisory Council meeting last night. I want to thank Water Resources for being there to present about projects in the Scotts Valley area, as well as Sonoma Clean Power was online to do the presentation for that town hall, and that went well. There was some good questions. So let's see, and I'm going to try to go to the grand jury impanelment on Friday. And then I wanted to thank Susan, Johanna, Pam for giving our intern an opportunity to work in the board meeting today. Nancy Rozika, she's one of our interns we hired with discretionary money that I brought forward. So I'm glad to see that program being successful. Thank you. That's it.
All right. That covers the calendars.